You could see the writing on the wall a million miles away when it came to Disney's race-swap live-action version of The Little Mermaid. All of the attacks on the fan base, all the excuses were popping up months before this thing even got released. With Halle Bailey as Ariel, you knew that in all likelihood Disney could feel this was about to be a problem, that this was going to be a disappointment at the box office. Well, it changed from a disappointment at the box office, not breaking $1 billion like so many of these other live-action movies, into a colossal disaster. A movie with a reported budget of $250 million, a marketing budget of $150 million, and a break-even point of around $750 million. And when it was all said and done at the box office, they couldn't even crack $600 million. You had so many people in the media running cover for them, trying to spin things, trying to explain things away, but it was a massive loser at the box office. It was a flop. There's no other way around that. And when you do look at these final numbers, the very poor international showing, you could see that this thing was destined for failure, destined to lose money. That's why Disney attacked the fans. That's why Disney made excuses. Only $569 million globally for a movie that likely needed to be somewhere around $750 million to start making a profit. Well, now we're finding out something else. You know that massive budget that they told us it had? Well, it's actually much higher than that. Report, The Little Mermaid production budget soared to nearly $300 million, more than doubling its losses at the box office. Now, this all comes from Forbes, who has the UK filings that Disney's required to make, and they lay it out pretty well. Disney sinks $300 million into over-budget Little Mermaid movie. Now, to be clear, because it is in the UK, they do have that tax rebate from the UK government you get for making things there, where, hey, if you spent $300 million total, you're likely going to get somewhere around $50 million back from the government. So that'd only be about $250 million total spent. Unfortunately, these are just the numbers through August of last year. That's 8 months before this movie actually came out. So this doesn't include a bunch of post-production work, a bunch of VFX work, a bunch of editing. All these things are not included in that price. And in all likelihood, the final price tag, even with the benefits from the government, are probably still in the range of $300 million. Disney's been hiding just how much of a failure this movie was for them. Take a look at this. Variety initially reported the film cost around $250 million to produce. With a $250 million budget, Little Mermaid must bait box office success in order to make a reasonable return. However, this new report from Forbes reveals the film's budget swelled to nearly $300 million by the end of August last year, 8 months before the movie opened. On top of that, it's possible another report could come in adding additional costs, given the last report was from August of 2022 and the film didn't arrive until 2023. They note in the Forbes article that it doesn't include other post-production costs, which can range in the tens of millions of dollars. Yeah, when it's all said and done, when we're here this time next year, when they finally are forced to file that paperwork with the UK government, we're probably going to be sitting here talking about a $300 million total investment just to the production budget for the Little Mermaid flop, not including the $150 million in marketing. So that's a movie that probably needs to break somewhere around $900 million just to break even. It is almost impossible to comprehend what a massive failure this thing was. We have seen the woke media and woke lunatics that have been shilling for Disney trying to come up with reasons why, no, this is actually a success. They actually turned a profit if you assume that it, sells this much over the course of its lifetime in DVD and Blu-ray sales. If Disney Plus pays $150 million for the rights to stream it, they can twist themselves in a pretzel trying to justify the success. It's just not realistic. It's just not reality. This film was over its massive budget, had a huge marketing budget, and fell way, way short of profitability. This movie lost over $100 million for Disney. Bottom line, end of story. There's no hiding from that anymore. All the paperwork's now coming out to prove that. And with the way this thing was marketed, with the way they attacked fans, with the way they did all of this shit, you could tell from the beginning, Disney knew they were in trouble. That's why they had to set the stage. That's why they had to attack fans. That's why they had to make up all these excuses already built into this thing to then pretend like despite all of that, they overcame and it was really a success. Unfortunately for them, it wasn't. It was a complete and total catastrophe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.